Tonight we're about to kick off Smackdown on Sci-Fi Network. It's been touted that this will be the debut night for the Wyatt family. Plus, what will happen with Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes as we build towards SummerSlam. The match has not been officially announced yet, but you know it's coming. Plus, what happens with AJ Lee has a special state of mind address, in her words, along with RVD RVD goes one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio, as was announced on Monday. It looks like it's going to be a very impactful, a very jam-packed show, as we also have CM Punk making a special appearance on SmackDown to deliver a message to Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, which should be interesting to watch. And that's all coming on SmackDown, and it's coming up next, so let's get straight to the show. SmackDown kicks off with the battle of the Money in the Bank contract winners. The Raw WWE Championship Money in the Bank, Mr. Money in the Bank, Randy Orton taking on the SmackDown Mr. Money in the Bank World Title Money in the Bank holder, Damien Sandow. A very good match, a very lengthy match that actually went through a commercial. It ends with Randy Orton getting the win via the RKO after Cody Rhodes comes out and distracts Damien Sandow by taking his Money in the Bank briefcase, leaving Sandow vulnerable to the RKO for the 1-2-3 for Randy Orton. Orton building momentum and his Money in the Bank ownership, showing that he can possibly be a threat to the WWE Champion, either being Cena or Daniel Bryan after SummerSlam. Plus, Cody Rhodes adding more fuel to the fire for his rivalry with former best friend Damien Sandow. Cody actually walked out after the match, and walked back to the locker room with the Money in the Bank, Sandow's Money in the Bank briefcase. I wonder if it's gonna continue tonight, or are we gonna see the continuance later, Raw or SmackDown. But coming up next, CM Punk, the best in the world, addresses the issues between himself and the combination of Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. That's coming up next, so let's see what he has to say. CM Punk comes out to talk about Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman and the match coming up at SummerSlam. He talks for a couple minutes about how Paul Heyman is only thinks about Paul Heyman, how to Heyman, CM Punk was just another horse in the race, something to attach himself to make himself look good. At SummerSlam, when he's done with Brock Lesnar, he will go after Paul Heyman. Punk is then interrupted by the music and the dancing of Fandango and Summer Rae. They do the dance all the way down to down the ramp and to the ring apron, but as soon as Fandango gets in the ring, Punk attacks him and hits the GTS during the segment. Punk looking very good and sounding very confident going into the match that's been dubbed the Best versus the Beast. But coming up later, we still got more SmackDown and still to come, the debut of the Wyatt family. on SmackDown. I don't understand why they're debuting. Why they're debuting on SmackDown and not Raw, but it should be interesting to see how the WWE audience reacts to them. We still got more SmackDown to come, so let's get back to it. Mark Henry and the Usos get a big win. I'm gonna call it a big win over the Primetime Players and Wade Bennett. It was announced during this match that this coming Monday on Raw there will be the Usos and Mark Henry versus the Shield in a 6-man tag match. Well, I am kind of expecting to see the return of Big Show that was promised on Raw last Monday. Kind of expecting him to show up in, probably after the 6-man tag, but on Raw. But the Usos and Mark Henry gained momentum going into that match. But we still got more SmackDown with the State of Mind address by AJ Lee concerning her mental stability and her former boyfriend Dolph Ziggler, plus the World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio versus Mr. Thursday Night now, RVD. Looks like a good SmackDown. Another hour and some change left, so let's get back to it. We come back to SmackDown where we go to the general manager of Guerrero's office, where Alberto Del Rio comes in to say that after watching what happened on Raw with Brad Maddox giving Cena the opportunity to pick his opponent, he wants the same respect from Vicky. Vicky says she'll give him 1 week to come up with a opponent, but before Del Rio can leave, RVD comes in the office and says that there's only one man who deserves to be #1 contender, and that's RVD. I'm kind of upset the way they're building RVD since his return. I know it's a big deal to a lot of people that he's back in WWE, but the guy's been gone for 6 years from WWE. I've been watching him for 4 years on Impact, on TNA Wrestling, on TNA Impact Wrestling, and all this guy's been doing is he went to Impact and automatically became a world champion and an X Division champion, and held that title held the X Division title for months until he finally dropped it the night he left TNA. And now he comes back to WWE, and they're automatically putting him in the world title picture. I know they're gonna make him fight Del Rio at SummerSlam now, and I kinda expected that to happen, and I'm kind of expecting him now to somehow win the title and be world champion. And it kind of takes me off the way they're just giving him the title. But RVD versus Del Rio 101 in a non-title match, it's coming up next. So let's get back to SmackDown. Alberto Del Rio, surprisingly to me, Del Rio gets a win over RVD. The match doesn't last very long as Del Rio seems to be cowering in the corner and screaming, no mas, which means no more. The referee tries to break it, push Van Dam off of him. Van Dam goes back to try to get some more shots in, but continues to get pushed back by the referee. After about 2 or 3 times of this, Del Rio comes out of the corner with a kick. As the referee's trying to push Van Dam back, Del Rio comes with a side kick, knocking Van Dam out for the 1, 2, 3. Leo gets a big win over a big star, which is surprising to me, but I can still see this going to a match at SummerSlam for the world title where Van Dam will probably win, but we didn't see another backstage segment where for the second time tonight where Damien said I was looking for Cody Rhodes and asking for help from people backstage. He was in the Booker T and Mark Henry and asked for their assistance in finding Cody, but they don't know where he is. And then we go to the ring. Well, it's time for the state of mind address from AJ Lee, which is coming up next. So let's get back to hear what she has to say. AJ Lee comes out to give her state of mind address, but it's interrupted after a couple minutes of trying to convince everyone she's not psycho. She's interrupted by her former boyfriend, Dolph Ziggler, who comes out and they get in an argument where AJ pulls out what's supposed to be Dolph's travel bag and starts cutting up his passport and his credit cards and tallying up his whipping up a lot of money that he had, and which I think Dolph had a lot of great comebacks, a lot of great jokes that he said in this segment. And if I hadn't watched SmackDown, if you haven't seen SmackDown tonight, I would really recommend you watch that segment. Simply for the Dolph Ziggler jokes. But by the end of the segment, AJ snaps again and starts throwing things around the ring. She then wants out of the ring to go after Dolph, but gets caught with a spear from Caitlyn, who just came out of nowhere. I didn't even see her coming. This led to Dolph Ziggler hitting the famous on Big E leg spin on the outside. So does this mean Dolph is gonna go one-on-one with Big E and AJ's gonna go one-on-one with Caitlyn again, or is this gonna be some kind of mixed tag match at SummerSlam? We still have to wait to see how it turns out. But coming up next, the debut of the Wyatt family. Roman Reigns, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. The Wyatt family debuts on SmackDown. It's coming up next, so let's get to it. The Wyatt family gets a quick win over Tons of Funk in a match. That lasts only a couple seconds, in my opinion. But after the match, they set up the sweet tea for Bray Wyatt to hit the move known that I know is the Sister Abigail. After the match, he then sends another message to Kane telling him to follow the buzzards. As we go to commercial break, the Wyatt's looking very dominant in the first match. Can't wait to see Bray actually get in on the action, but we guess we'll have to wait for that down the road. But we still got more SmackDown. Almost a half hour left in SmackDown, so let's get back to it. Christian gets the win in the main event over Jack Swagger. After the match is over, Damien Sandow comes out and screams for Cody Rhodes to get back his Money in the Bank briefcase. Cody pops up on the Titantron and says that he's outside the building across the street and standing next to the Gulf of Mexico with the briefcase in hand, and there's Damien to come out and take it. Damien goes outside while we go to commercial. When we come back, David's
outside in the
across the street with Cody
begging him not to.
tossed the money in the bank into the Gulf of Mexico. Hey, banks and police were actually saying that Cody was
The leader of the
team Rhodes Scholars and the brains of the entire operation. Cody thinks that he's gonna give him the briefcase
back, but instead
tosses it into the Gulf of Mexico, while David
screams
that he can't swim, but ends up jumping into the Gulf
into the lake to
get the briefcase. But since he can't swim,
he's unable to get to it.
he climbs back up onto the back up out of the lake and lays there and looks like he's actually
Crying and
sweat to end Smackdown. Very good Smackdown.
can't wait to see
See where this rivalry's going, where Singles,
why he's going with Mickey.
he and AJ, also with Caitlyn, and
Everything leading.
into SummerSlam. SummerSlam's gonna looks like it's gonna be a great show.
Yeah, I can't wait to
See it, but I'll see you this weekend and the rest of the week.
for the rest of my videos.
See you. Goodbye.